morning once again, and thank you for joining me on Bebreee. We grow, we toast, and then we drain truth. Nothing but the truth, void of politics, fear, or favor. Now you see, there is a habit, that is very common of late, and I can see that this is something that have become so common to us that we do almost every day in every situation. And I feel like it seems that's the only solution. Now, what am I talking about? Of late, I've noticed something that in every situation, we will always come out with a committee. Now, before that, let's read this. Minister of Sport and Recreation, Kofi Adams, made it to know that they are going to set up a 7-member committee of inquiry to investigate matters connected to the death of a Nigerian boxer, Gabriel Oluwasegun. You see, so this boxer from Nigeria, you and I know this whole story when he collapsed. Whilst you understand, they were fighting in the ring, and unfortunately, he passed away. And the sports team and everybody thought it's wise that they are coming up with a committee to investigate the death of this boxer. Now, this is not really my case, or this is not really the case. But what I want us to look at is our interest in coming up with a committee of late is becoming too much. You see, when you come up with a committee to investigate into a matter, and then at the end of the day, this committee brings out what you are looking for, then it is applaudable that, we come in with a committee like in every situation and in everything. But you see, of late, we are so interested in setting up a committee, 10-member committee, 20-member committee. And I don't know whether it's the name that sounds so good in our ears. And then at the end of the day, we see absolutely nothing. Nothing. And this is a boxer that died. Unfortunately, he died. And very painful, yes, I know. And you're coming up with a committee. What exactly are you going to investigate into this matter? Are they going to investigate maybe because he was wrongly hit, or because when they got to the hospital, they got there, then they realized that he died before they arrived at the hospital? Or what exactly are they, what exactly are their goal for investigating this particular death? And as I said, I don't want to base on this too much, but then I feel like the committee is becoming too much. We should not only, have interest in coming up with a committee, but we should have more interest in what the positive outcome of that committee. Because when we come up with a committee and at the end of the day, we see nothing happening, then what is the essence of coming up with a committee? Mind you, this committee, we do not just set a committee. It comes with money. It comes with money. You won't tell me you are setting up a committee and, the members of the people coming together to set up this committee do not fake anything. No, you can't tell me that. Or am I the one not saying the right thing? So, the committee is not enough. Coming up with a committee is not enough. Let's do away with coming up with a committee in everything, every slight issue. We are coming up with a committee. In every slight situation, we are coming up with a committee. I think we should sit down, think, and analyze what the outcome of that committee will be. Because when you're coming up with a committee on a particular situation, then, you are creating the awareness of the public that we are going to investigate into this matter, and then at the end of the day, you will be fed with whatever the outcome will be. But you and I know that they set up the committee, they come up with whatever it is, and at the end of the day, even this culprit goes scot-free. Is that the essence of we coming up with a committee? Of maybe getting to know the problem, and then at the end of the day, these people are arrested and they are allowed to go scot-free just like that. If that is our main focus, then there is no need. There is actually no need, because you can't come up with a committee, bring out people that you feel like they are culpable, and then at the end of the day, you allow them to go scot-free. Then it has no basis. So I feel like this thing that has become so normalized of we coming up with a committee and every slight issue. Sometimes things happen and you can actually see that, no, with this, when we take this route, it will be okay. No, when we sit down and then we draft it this way, it will actually be good. But no, we don't do that. And those are taxpayers' money. Yes, it is a taxpayers' money. But coming up with a committee, as I said earlier on, you can't tell me you are putting people together and you don't give them anything. No, it is still the taxpayers' money. And this is someone who died, unfortunately, so painful, a very painful death. What exactly are you, coming up with a committee for? What exactly are you going to investigate? Even if you investigate and the issue comes out that what we are expecting or what we thought it wasn't the real thing, are we ready to take the necessary step from that, from what we found out, or from the answers we've gotten? So I feel it is time we sit down, think. We should think out of the box. We should just think out of the box and come up with something that will help. I don't want to use a word that keeps popping in my mind, but we should come up with a solution, a better one, of course, and stop these committees, because it's not helping. I'm sure you can also testify to the fact that it's not helping, and we should stop spoiling or spreading out taxpayers' money and do the right thing. Thank you for joining me on Debbie's Grill.